Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make the best birria. In case you guys want to how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Okay, so we're going to start by grabbing a large pot. We're going to fill it up halfway with water and then we're going to set it on high heat. We're going to add 1 whole onion, 1 whole head of garlic, 2 Roma tomatoes, 4 bay leaves, and salt. And now we're just going to bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to add 2 pounds of short ribs and 5 pounds of chuck pot roast. So now we're just going to wait for it to come to a boil again. Okay, once it comes to a boil, we're going to skim the top of our pot. Okay, so after we have removed the impurities from our meat, we're going to cover it, reduce the heat to medium-low, and let it cook for 1 hour. Okay, so after 1 hour, we're going to get our chiles ready for our adobo sauce. So in a small saucepan, we're going to transfer 22 New Mexico or guajillo chile pods. Make sure that you clean them, remove the seeds. We're also going to add 3 chile anchos and chile de árbol. So now we're just going to cover them with water, set it on high heat, and bring them to a boil. Okay, so once our chiles come to a boil, we're going to turn it off and transfer them into our blender cup. Okay, so now we're going to toast our spices. So in a small pan, we're going to set it on medium heat, and we're going to add 7 garlic cloves. So we're just going to toast them. Okay, so once the garlic cloves are ready, we're going to reduce the heat to low setting. And now we're just going to transfer them to our blender cup. In the pan, we're also going to toast 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds. So as soon as they change color, make sure that you transfer them to the blender cup. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so now we're going to toast 1 teaspoon of peppercorn, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of whole cumin, 2 teaspoons of thyme, and 5 whole cloves. So we're just going to leave them there for a couple seconds. So once you begin to smell the herbs, they are ready. So we're going to transfer them to the blender cup as well. And last we have 4 bay leaves and a piece of cinnamon stick. So just give it a couple seconds as well. And once you smell the cinnamon, it's ready. So we're going to transfer it to the blender cup. Okay. So we are done. So now we can make our sauce. Okay, so to blend, we're going to cover our chiles with our beef broth. Okay, so now we can blend. Okay, to a blender cup, we're also going to add a small piece of ginger and 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar. So now we're just going to blend until we have a smooth sauce. Okay, so once we have our adobo sauce, now we are ready to transfer it to our meat. Okay, so we're going to remove our onion and head of garlic. And now we're going to add our adobo sauce. And of course, strain if you need to. I'm going to grab some of my water from the chiles, just so I could get the leftover sauce. Okay, so we're just going to mix it. And at this point, we're going to try it for salt. And for me, it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to cover it and continue cooking for another 1.5 hours or 2 hours until the meat is nice and tender. Okay guys, so after 1 hour and 30 minutes, our delicious birria is done. And let me tell you that it smells delicious. So at this point, of course, you want to just make sure that your meat is nice and tender. And look at that. So I'm just going to remove it so like that we can shred it. And you shouldn't have to add any more water to your broth. As long as you keep it covered, all of that consome is going to stay in there. Alright guys, so now we're just going to chop our meat. And of course you can shred it as well. So just whatever is easy for you. The meat should be super tender, so it should be super easy. Okay, so once we have our meat all nice and chopped, now we're going to pour some consome on top of it. So just pour it all over it. Or of course you can pour the meat back into the pot. Just whatever you want. I am so ready, let me tell you. Okay, so now we are ready to make our delicious Quesa Tacos. Okay, so now for the fun part, making our tacos. So we're going to grab our comal, we're going to set it on medium heat. Into our comal, we're going to add a little bit of oil. And now we're going to dip our tortilla into our consome. So grab your oil. And we're going to allow the tortilla to blister. Okay, so once the tortilla blisters, we're going to flip it over. And at this point, we're going to add our cheese. I'm using queso Oaxaca, but of course you can use any white melting cheese. But you already know Oaxaca's my favorite. And we're just going to allow the cheese to melt. Okay, so once the cheese begins to melt, we're going to add our birria. And you add as much as you want. Going to add some onion, some cilantro, and some lemon juice. Now we're going to flip it over and cover it. And just like that, we're going to repeat the process to all of our tacos. Okay, and once the cheese is completely melted, we have our queso taco ready. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, how to make the best birria tacos. And I'm just going to top it with some salsa macha, just to add a little bit more spiciness. But of course, let me tell you that even without the salsa, these tacos are the best. And just like that, now we are ready to enjoy. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now I am so ready. I know a lot of you guys have tried this recipe and have loved it. So if you haven't tried it yet, make sure that you do, because it's seriously the best. And the best part is that the tacos are not soggy, they're nice and crunchy. So cheers and enjoy. And they're very messy, but seriously worth it. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, how to make the best birria. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.